and just float up. Let them float and float and float and float right into your dantian. Before we really get started, I wanted to give you a suggestion, a note. I noticed in some of your forms, you are bent over. And that's, and particularly if you have an equilibrium problem. So let's concentrate on doing everything by being straight up and down. And more knee work. Okay. All right. Okay, so our hands float up. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let's get into Taiji stance. I mean, beginning stance.
Call from LA color. Call from LA color.
I have
Call
to get that. I'm
from
sorry.
LA color.
Hello? Yes.
I was just going to let you know that it is okay to go ahead and get started.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. I was waiting for a medication change
Okay.
from my physician, so. Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's gather that energy back up. Inward, outward.
Lynn. Oh, hi, Myron. What's a good word? Yeah. We're doing pretty good. I called because I wanted to find out what's going on in Ukraine and Russia and the impact of the rest of Europe. I know that some of our portfolio, I don't remember the exact amount now, is in all the international stuff. What changes are you think maybe you've already made or we should be making to adapt or to take that into account? I'll hear you okay. I understand. Yeah. As of what date, more or less? As of what date is it down to? Okay, all right, right. Well, my question, Judge, you're answering some of my questions. Let me refocus the conversation. Like, when you look at whatever it is we've invested internationally, it's not that much, it's just a small portfolio, I know that. But whatever it is, are we in the kinds of businesses or industries that are going to get an out of proportion negative result in terms of value? And are we in those any industries that would theoretically or in fact perhaps benefit from what's going on? So memorial and don't do anything other than what we're doing now? Okay. Even on a little portfolio. Okay. All right, I appreciate the phone call because this is something we're starting to circulate through my mind. And, you know, and so now I feel a little bit better. You know, with the starting in a new business, all of our cash is really got to be reserved or focused on what else we might need, although we're doing some fundraising right now, in terms of, well, we're not up and running, we're up and ordered and manufactured. Now we're waiting for China to tell us, okay, everything is manufactured. Our target date originally was Memorial Day, and they kind of gave us the feeling that we were going to be okay with that. And then the COVID got heavier in China, and they started closing down factories. And we haven't been able to find out if they're going to close down our factory. You know, the chip trial lift is all manufactured, sitting in 300 or 400 pound stacks, waiting to be shipped to us. I have no problem with fuel, which is the most important part of the whole thing. So we've done that, and now we're just trying to get some extra capital. So if we wish to go in heavier, we're also investigating the conversation we originally had with Home Depot. But I'm not sure what's going to happen there. We're not ready to act on retail stores. We need too much inventory. So yeah, on balance, I'm still in a very good mood about it. But there are timing uncertainties, which say we may or may not lose Memorial Day, but I'm sure we'll be okay for our fourth. Memorial Day, I don't know. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, we're looking at
Okay. Any questions? at all?
No, that was very comfortable. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So, I really, my eyes for whatever reason, the last 3 days have been a little blurry. If it keeps going much more, I'm gonna make an appointment to see the ophthalmologist. But I've
Right.
got dry eyes, but I'm trying my best to keep a lot of liquid in it. I'm gonna put some drops in. So I couldn't see you very well. That's what I was.
Okay.
So, a lot of detail.
Help me out there. Yeah, I just got a call from my doctor saying to take me off my medicine because I'm seeing a trail of my arm if I move it. And that's one of the things that you watch for with this medication. And so she said, just go ahead and stop taking it. You don't need to wean off. So I'm glad that that's taken care of.
That's interesting. So it started to rain, so I thought about the water.
Wasn't that
How I got
beautiful?
into the
The
water
sun's
thing.
out and it's raining. Oh,
It's okay, it's wet out there, wet enough. We had a big rain while we were practicing.
yes,
Okay, so I realized that we really need to concentrate in finishing up the first section and getting it down pat before we move too much further in the second section. We're really supposed to get your certificate before we go into second session. But you're asking about a few of the things that Master Real was doing, and it was all second section stuff. So I got started on it. I think we need to go back a little bit. Did you get a chance to practice the first fall form?
yes. I
Okay.
started with grass sparrow's tail because it wasn't that far before I was at raised hands. So I just went ahead and started the whole thing from the beginning.
Okay, so do you want to show me, you want to do it for me and then I'll watch you a little bit closer and I can, are you okay with that today?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What could happen?
Okay, right. I'm not going to yell at you for sure.
Right, right.
Okay, I'll see where you need some little fine tuning. Okay, so
Right.
you're on, lady.
I'm in preparation.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, Dr. Muller, yeah, well, I think the officially lost like today. I think the news today, Harry told me is what the argument is worth, you know, and he's going to be setting up the phone. Yeah. So, I mean, oh, yeah, you know, it's not the one down, you know, we're in this for the long haul, we're not in it for the, let's make it 7 or 6 months time. This is a building business with respect to yeah. Okay, thank you for all helping me, so I'll get my answer to you again. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye.
Okay. Okay, that mechanics, you're getting the steps in the right order in the right places. We just need some little fine tuning. Okay.
Good.
Okay. So let me just, Vicki, you want to come in?
Whoa.
Come on, Nikki. Come on. I'm going to stay out, but that's not good. Okay. So I'm going to go over what I saw step by step. So mostly it's just definition of defining your moves. And as you start feeling the flow in this, a lot of this is going to happen naturally. But in the meantime, we have to pretend we're feeling certain things until our natural pops in. Let me just pass this a little bit. So I'm going to talk about pretending, even though you make me feeling some stuff. So Mickey, go out of the way. So the very first thing I noticed is, as far as defining, is your getting into beginning stance. So, so when we are in preparation and we are feeling this whole universe around us expanding and contracting from our center, and we're pretending we're feeling connected to the crown point. And I like to feel in preparation, I like to keep my arms a little open like this, because this whole expansion, I'm imagining a big ball here, as well as a ball here, and everything is expanding in preparation. So when we go to collect, we've got all of this here, and we want to imagine that all of this is making our arms float up. So our arms are going to float. Sometimes you'll see me, my arms don't float up so much. It's because I'm doing what I feel and I don't feel it. But until we do, let's pretend we're feeling our arms rise. And so our fingers are out to the infinity because we've got this huge ball now. And then it starts sinking. So everything is sinking as we rotate our hands in. At this point, our palms are facing our side. And then we're going to try to imagine this floating back behind us. Now, I know your shoulder may constrain you some with this, but you might pretend you're feeling this ball expanding behind you. And then it's growing all around you. So you're getting it from both sides. And your fingers are out to the, feeling all the way to kind of touch the ends of the universe. And the whole thing, and then forward, you're going to get this whole big thing. And then you want to slowly bring that in, all of that, contract, 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 until it's coming into the Danqian. Now, I exaggerated a little bit on that, but that's just key to take your time to try to feel all of that around you and above you and on it all around. Okay, so now we've got this. So now this is expanding as we inhale and it's contracting. So you have to imagine you've got this big ball expanding and contracting. So when you go to get into beginning stance, this is expanding as you do your toe. And then as you step, it's contracting because you are exhaling. And then you're on this foot and then it's expanding as you move this. So do this slowly and try to feel it and let it contract. And then, of course, with an expansion, the next breath, if you can, you let out this big ball. Now, I'm exaggerating, but imagine this big ball coming out and then let it sink to the earth because we're going to start our upward, downward. And again, you want to straight down. So inhale, this big ball is expanding. Imagine it's lifting your arms and you're out to infinity with your fingers, and then it's going to come down. And let it come all the way down. And then we're going to, this foot is going to feel this ball. You have this really good. And you've got this big ball, and you're going to step forward with your other foot, and you're going to let that totally split, you compress and split. So this part you have really quite nice, and you bring that straight back. Now here's the other part you have to watch. You have this ball here. And this has been an inhale coming back. So this is all an exhale. And you've got this big ball here. You can't have it close to your chest because this is a big ball. Because this is expanded. Okay. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. So we got this big ball, and this is an inhale. We're still inhaling here. We're still inhaling. And now you sink and an exhale and go into
Roll back.
Roll back. And then again, now here with the roll back, I noticed this. So when you roll back, you want to watch it. You want to imagine you're getting it. And you come in and you should have some space here to start your press. Now I've been teaching you to bring it back here and press because you want to feel it coming through your back or whatever. And you probably must do it again. So you probably want to roll back. We actually have hail dropping now. Little teeny tiny hail. Anyway, and press. But you will see me at times pressing out here, but that's only because I've been doing a lot of practicing of press. And then you can let go. So I don't know if that makes sense or not. Okay, so on the push, so there's another thing I noticed. Push, you're gonna push out. Don't let your hands fall like this. You're gonna push out to infinity, and the whole thing comes back. So keep your fingers pointing to infinity. Now your palms are gonna get that push, but it's gonna go out. You're doing too much of this
Yes.
flowing line. This is a place where your hands are open and out. Okay, and then you've got this good. You've got your long hand, short hand, and getting into the split. Come on, I'm losing everything, but you know. Okay, so when you're
Red, green, no,
here, you gotta remember to leave this hand right where it is. That's one reason why I worked hard when we started on this form, because this stays. I don't think this is moving today. And I noticed you didn't make it. So unless you leave it here, you're not going to get the split comes from your chest out. Okay, so you have that power. Imagine that splitting. So it's a split. Imagine splitting from here. That's one feeling that you will get in this form, this split. And I want to, sometimes you'll feel that, or you want to concentrate and imagine you're feeling that split. Other times, when you get this form, you've got the power here, and you've traveled it all, and it's reaching, and it's reaching, and it's reaching, and it's coming out, and it's going out that way. Either one is right. Both of them, this stays right where it is. Okay?
yes,
I feel it all shooting out this way. You can imagine that, or you can imagine splitting from your upper dantian. Okay, and this is where we had a bit of a problem. This hand is the one, and it's going out, let it grab that energy. Imagine it's grabbing that energy and it's bringing it here. And this is the lower part of the raised hand. Once you've got that energy, let this one go and come into your raised hands. Okay, so now you've got energy here, and you've got the energy that's going right to this elbow. Take that energy. Imagine you're taking that energy and bringing it down, and do this deliberately. Now you've got one ball. Take that ball all the way down to this thigh. You want to really, really, really feel that.
I do.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. And then we get it. We go into, and okay. Now this is a contraction. You've got it contracted. This all could, you take that contraction into the lean forward, and you want to look over your shoulder, and then you're going to expand it. Let it expand. Imagine that's expanding and contracting. Okay. And then your hand is down. So you put your weight on that outside foot, and you're ready to go into stork spreads wings. Because this is all contracted. This is all the exhale. So this is an inhale. Now with stork spreads wings, you got to keep, you don't keep your hand out here. You've got this ball, this energy ball, and you want this ball to go over there diagonally. So if it's out here like this, it's not, it's going to sweep. So it's got to go by your ear, and this goes out diagonally, and you let it go as this one is coming up. And this is the horizontal one here. Okay. And okay, so horizontal. And then we go into, let me do it again. Okay, here and here. So while this platter is coming out, this hand is going up. So it's ready to go into a touch, a brush knee. And it's a little brush knee. And you want to, the platter was here, this hand came up, and you're going to brush your knee, and then this hand is going out, right? It's still the same direction as the brush knee, but you're going to reach up and you're going to grab a ball. And then you're going to slide it down, and your foot slides back as you do play the peapod. So this is an inhale and an exhale. And then you're going to do, sky becomes earth, earth becomes sky kind of movement. And you're going to step and do your brush knee. This part was good. And brush knee again. Am I still in the, okay, brush knee again. Now, you've brushed your knee and you're ready to go into downward parry. So this becomes a downward parry, and then you're going to do your punch. And then you're ready for close apparent. This looks good. And And then you're going to come into your closed hands. Okay.
And then I would
So it's
go,
all in the detail. It's all in the detail. Yeah. Okay, we'll do some weight. I love that. A real good practice. So my practice is of course, I'm halfway through the third form. So I practice about, and I don't even look at my clock, but about half of my practice, I do single forms or I do transitions. So I might work on, I might be like for you, I might be do a lot of hand shorthand,
right,
and then I will do a lot of single hand whip. And I do it, a bunch of times in both directions. And then I might do the transition here, just practice that transition. And then I'm in single hand. I'm in raised hands. I might do a couple of raised hands here, or a lot of raised hands, however you want it. And both sides, if you want to do that. And then I would practice raised hands, getting my toe in, because that's where you're going to want to be with when you bring it in, catching my ball and feeling that, and then doing the lean forward. And do you remember the lean forward, single, so lean forward, single, and then remember you go like this, a step forward in the other direction. So you want to practice your single forms. Mickey, you're in the way. And since this is a forward moving thing, I probably would from here go into, that's also forward moving. Never mind. Let's see. I would probably go in here. I'll just go into many times and go right back to single hand attaching and just take my steps backwards in single. In other words, I don't want to lose the flow. So just because I have to go backwards doesn't mean I shouldn't be doing a form, right?
right.
Go backwards. Okay. So that's that is sort of like a template for practicing. And then the last half of whatever time I want to practice, whatever, 20 minutes, whatever, I would just do over and over the first section, the long form. And feel where you are not comfortable, not flowing, and practice that transition. Because you're almost there, Emily. And today, George gets his results for the biopsy.
Oh, wow.
I'm praying that I've never seen anything go so slow in my life. I'm really upset, but that's just where the medical world is right now. But if he's going to need surgery, hopefully they're going to schedule it quickly. My point being, as soon as he's up and able, I'd love to bring you over. We'll go up there and let him watch and give you your certification.
Okay.
It needs to come from a master, and it's something to be very proud about. It's been a lot of work.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right, so let's, so how's your equilibrium? We're okay?
Yeah, it just caught me when I was going backwards.
Yeah.
And I just went.
All right.
So it's just something I catch and I keep going.
All right. Well, let's do a nice flow. We'll do a simple flow, working with our ball, and we'll do. I'd like to show you, and don't forget, we'll probably do this one. Yeah, we'll do this one too because it's starting. We need that for the third section, and I showed it to you already. So basically, what it is, your upper hand, the one that's you're going to compress down, and your upper hand's going to go forward while your lower hand. Let me do it. So the upper hand goes forward. So you're going to imagine that you're going to collapse that ball. You're going to split it, And now you've got a ball here and you got a ball here that's gonna raise your hand. So that hand's gonna float while this hand floats towards you. You're gonna have this, remember this, like when we're doing with the Taiji ball, we're turning it one side or the other,
Mhm.
like a butterfly. So your palms are
Yes, perpendicular.
here. So your palms are gonna come, it's gonna be the collapse. So you've got that butterfly. That way if you do it anywhere, anything else, your elbows are in the right place. So, okay, so you got that, and then you're gonna let that top one slide off, and that's gonna start pointing forward while your other hand goes back. You can watch the back hand if you want to, but it's not important. You just want to feel that. You want to feel that, and you want to. So now we've got a ball, and we're going to compress it, and it's going to split. And now you have two balls. You're going to bring it together. You're going to compress that one ball and let it split. This is part of that repulsed monkey.
Yes,
You step backwards and do it. But in itself, it's just a really, really nice, you can get a really nice flow going with that. All right, so we'll add that. Nikki, what are you doing? Will you go lay down? Go. Go away. Okay. Ignore him, he might lay down. Okay.
yes.
All right, let's start in beginning position because I'm there. Let's start feeling that energy that's all around us. Problem is, it's close to his lunchtime.
Mhm.
Okay.